Hello. So today I want to talk about the very sexy topic of troubleshooting constipation. And when it comes to digestive issues, constipation can be actually a really, really common one, why I picked it today. And when you think of a normal bowel movement, what does that even look like, right? Like what's normal? So this might come as a surprise to you, but a normal bowel movement is supposed to happen 1 to 3 times per day. So if you are not having a normal bowel movement every day, or it's every other day, or sometimes even 3 to 4 days, that's a sign that you are constipated. Also, if you are having a hard time eliminating, straining to eliminate, having hard stools or incomplete elimination, or you have fatigue or brain fog, or even aches and pains elsewhere in the body, it can be a sign that you're not eliminating fully and that you are indeed constipated. So, eliminating fully is really, really important in order to get out toxins from our body. So, we eat food, it's absorbed, we get all the nutrients we need from it, and we want to get rid of everything else that we don't need. So, if we are not going 1 to 3 times per day or fully eliminating, like if you're going and it doesn't feel like everything is really completely coming out, it's getting backed up in your system, which can not only cause digestive issues with backing up and allowing things to kind of sit there and ferment in the gut, but really it's really important to get toxins out of our body. So that's the number one way that we get toxins and also certain hormones like estrogen out of our body. So if we aren't getting toxins out, they can back up in our system and cause a whole host of detoxification issues because of that. And also not going regularly doesn't allow us to, like I said, excrete estrogen. So that's the way that we get excess estrogen out. So if it's sitting there in our digestive system, we reabsorb it, and it can add to higher levels of estrogen in the body, which can lead to things like PMS symptoms, which we all think are really normal to a certain extent, but it can lead to increased PMS symptoms, things like fibroids, heavy periods, and a whole lot more things that come with this estrogen dominance. So it's really, really important to be able to go to the bathroom regularly and eliminate regularly 1 to 3 times per day. So check in and see just where you're at with that. Sometimes we don't know until we kind of write it down and start to track it and see, oh, actually, yeah, I haven't gone in 2 days, or I didn't go today, or I go once, but it really doesn't feel like I'm actually getting everything out. So check in and see where you're at with that. And with constipation, there are a few common causes. Some of the ones I typically see most commonly when I'm working with people are food allergies or sensitivities. Also, lack of good bacteria in the gut or microbiome can cause us to not digest and break things down as well. Leaky gut, intestinal permeability, or damage to the mucosal lining of the gut can cause irritation and lead to constipation as well. Dehydration is a really big one too. So we need water to effectively get our digestive system going and moving. And thyroid or other hormone imbalances can be a really big one too if you're finding yourself chronically constipated. So you can see it's not just as simple as this happens and this is why you're constipated. It really depends, like so many things, on what the underlying cause is. So you're going to really address it differently depending on what is the underlying cause for you. So that's what I work with people to do, is really understand what's the underlying cause for you. Because if someone's issue has to do with thyroid or their hormones, but they're really trying to just treat it with drinking water, that's not going to match up really. So really understanding some of these common causes and looking to see what's true for you is really important. That being said, there's the 3 easy things that I always check and look at first when it comes to troubleshooting constipation. So the first one, like I said, is drinking water. Are you hydrated? A good rule of thumb is dividing your weight in half and drinking that amount of ounces per day. So check in and see where you're at with that. Me, I have a hard time drinking enough water. So this is one I really consciously have to work on. But that one in and of itself can help a lot with constipation. The second one is making sure you're getting enough good fats. So that really helps to lubricate the digestive system and move things along. So that's things like olive oil, avocados, nuts and seeds, fatty fish, coconut oil, coconut meat, olives, all of these good fats that a lot of times we can be lacking in. And the third piece is that making sure that you are getting enough fiber in your diet. And so that's really just getting in fiber from veggies. So check in and see, what's your veggie intake? What's your fiber intake? Fiber is really, really important for supporting our digestive process and making sure that we have enough bulk to stool. It kind of helps us sort of clean everything out and move everything along. So slowly increase your fiber. You don't feel like you have to like dump a ton of fiber and just start eating all these raw veggies, right? Just slowly grade up. In these colder months, I like to include warm cooked veggies for fiber. So just start to mindfully increase that. Sometimes I like to have the 1, 2, 3 rule, where you have 1 veggie at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 3 at dinner. See if you can experiment with that. I know sometimes it might feel harder at breakfast. It involves getting out of the breakfast box a little bit, but that can really, really help for our digestive system to increase the fiber. So those are a couple places to look at, but to troubleshoot further, we really have to understand what are the root causes. So one awesome resource I've just created for all of this is my Love Your Gut program. And the Love Your Gut program is an excellent resource. It's going to take you through what are called the 5 R's of digestive health. So it's going to help you troubleshoot these pieces. And I put it all together in this so that you can work through this and find these root causes yourself. So if you're dealing with this chronic constipation, you can kind of see, you can go from top to bottom in digestion and really figure out what's going to make a difference for you. So these 5 R's that I take you through in the Love Your Gut program are remove, replace, re-inoculate, which is just a big word for getting good bacteria, repair, and rebalance. So we go through all of these steps, and I've created this program for you that you can complete online, and it's totally self-paced. So you can just be hanging out at home, going through this all in your own time. And we go through 4 different modules. So the first module, we're really going to learn all about the importance of gut health and the reasons why we want to focus our attention to the digestive tract. You can see too today that we talked about, right, to be able to support our hormone balance by going to the bathroom regularly and getting everything actually out, and to also support detoxification in our body by going to the bathroom in the form of stools. So you can see 2 huge areas why we want to focus on the gut, and there's many, many more. In Module 2, we literally take a little magic school bus trip through the digestive system so you can understand what's going on in there from top to bottom. And this is really critical to understand how you can support it and troubleshoot when things are going wrong, especially in the case of constipation. You'll be able to really see, okay, where are things sort of backing up for me? What do I need to put in place to be able to move things along? Especially if you've had constipation chronically, like for a really long time, it can take time to put in some of these pieces and to get things moving. And then in the 3rd module, we really, you've learned about why gut health is important, how can it impact your immune system, nutrient absorption, disease expression, all of these things. And then we transition into what you can actually do. So we deep dive into using food and symptom journaling and other techniques to tune in and bring light to some of the most confusing issues you have and when your bowel movements are happening, you get my handy dandy Bristol stool chart, this graphic, poop chart. And so you can see where you fall on this normal scale, and see how you can start to put a couple little easy things in place to improve that. So you can start to be going to the bathroom regularly. In Module 4, we really deep dive into these 5 R's. So we go through and you get a complete basic elimination diet guide, which is really cool. And it shows you how to do a complete elimination diet with food reintroductions all in your own time, right? So you get all the resources and you can choose when you want to do this, if you want to do this. And I talk through that whole process for you too in some trainings. You get a 7-day meal plan that's going to be really great for getting in enough fiber, getting in enough good fats, supporting the digestive system. You get handouts on how to avoid sugar cravings, where to find gluten and sugar in different allergenic foods or inflammatory foods, and different coaching videos, and also my Love Your Gut recipe book, which has all my favorite gut supporting foods. So you can figure out how to bring in some of these things like fermented foods, what foods are really good to heal the lining of the gut, all of these different pieces. So it's really cool. I'm very excited about this program. I've had a great response so far, and I put all of it together in this one nice little package for you after working with people for years on a lot of these different pieces and seeing what really, gave people the best traction in terms of their health and digestive system. So it's really not only for your digestive system, it really is to support your immune system and overall health as well. So if you want to enroll, you can head to christinatidwell.com/love your gut. And you'll see I'm offering it right now for just a single investment of $97. So you get all the trainings, all the meal plans, everything in there for just $97. It's $50 off right now. So you can head to christinatidwell.com/love your gut and you can get that. And I think you're going to really love it. It is going to help support this specifically with constipation, but a lot of other digestive issues as well, and to really support your overall health. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that was helpful. A little deep dive into constipation there. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know about this topic. I am happy to share. I am a nurse, so I can talk about poop all day. Okay, thanks.